Go ahead.
All right, what's up, guys? Supplement Madness here again. We're gonna go ahead and address a question that we got from Casey.
Seemed nice.
Yeah, real nice. Thanks for the comment. So she wanted to talk about, and I think she's also gonna do a video about this. So then y'all can subscribe to her and see her take on this. Also, we're gonna talk about how to prepare like healthy meals on the go, since we know college kids and some high school kids, I guess, wherever according to where they go to school.
Especially high school.
Yeah, especially high school with all the sports and all that. How to make meals on the go,
Yeah, this is a particularly important issue to me because I wish I would have known what I know now back when I played football in high school. And even now, it's hard to get proper nutrition, especially when you're in school or in college or at work or whatever you're doing. So first of all, when it comes to eating on the go, to address her question, to touch on a little bit, to eat on the go healthy, you want to just eat like lean proteins. The kind of basic rule of thumb when it comes to eating healthy or eating to gain muscle or eating to cut or whatever it is to be healthy, it's called the 40-40-20 rule, which means you take in 40% of your 40% of your food intake is protein. 40% of your food intake is carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates, not simple carbohydrates. The difference between that is basically simple carbohydrates are like simple sugars, like candy and sweet, crappy stuff for you, junk food. And then complex carbohydrates are found in like, celery, broccoli, lettuce, spinach, beans, corn, stuff like that, vegetables and stuff like that. Oatmeal is a great source of it. Carbohydrates are basically the body's energy source. So you want 40% energy, 40% protein, and 20% fats. And not like crappy fat. You want the good fat, which is like
what's good?
Is saturated fat? I don't remember.
No, saturated fat. No,
it's saturated or it's
trans.
I think it's saturated. Either way,
yeah, saturated is healthy because trans fat is the one. It's the fat that goes to your gut.
Yeah, so I think 20% fat, 40% carbohydrates, and 20% or 40 protein, 40 carbs, 20 fats. That's our basic rule of thumb. And so to get the proper nutrition you want, you don't want to get anything that's like really packaged too much. Anything with preservatives, stuff like that, is normally not as good for you. If you just read the back label of something, it will tell you what it is. Some people don't really realize what it means. So just to clarify it, if it has more fat than it has protein in it,
it's not good.
It's probably not too good for you.
Like, he used to eat peanut butter sandwiches all the time when he was younger.
Yeah.
And now that he realizes that peanut butter has about twice as much fat as it does protein, well, now he doesn't eat peanut butter anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot higher in fat.
But it's still good protein.
Yeah.
And especially if
don't
you're young.
Eat it every day.
If you're young and growing, it's good for you. But like, don't eat every day, especially as you grow up.
Yeah.
But that's an easy on-the-go snack, so people like to use that.
Almond butter, I heard, is a good.
Yeah, almond butter is a great alternative to peanut butter.
I haven't had it yet. Need to try it.
It's not bad.
Sunflower butter sucks.
Yeah, that's bad. What was I saying? On-the-go snacks. So a great on-the-go snack is a canned tuna, just like white albacore tuna. It's great protein. It's super, super lean. There's like no fat in it. Yeah. It's like 20 grams of protein in a little dinky, like
3 ounce tin.
3 ounce tin. Yeah, 3 ounce tin. It smells kind of bad, but it's great for you, and it's canned. It doesn't have to be refrigerated or anything, so you can just have it with you. Just bring a pack of gum with you after you eat it, because your breath's gonna stink.
Yeah.
But that's a great on-the-go snack. Another thing is protein bars. Protein bars is another on-the-go snack, but sometimes people tend to abuse protein bars.
Yeah.
That should not be your main source of food.
One brand we like is called Quest bars, which we'll do a review later on.
Those are awesome if you're gonna get a protein bar.
It tastes really good, really low in sugar.
They're very low in sugar.
Yeah, they're pretty low in sugar
as opposed to protein bars.
We like the cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough, and that's a good one. But but you shouldn't eat those necessarily to just replace a meal. Like,
that's a snack.
Yeah, it's a snack. It's not.
You don't want to use that as a meal.
It's all protein. You're not getting any carbs.
It has a little carbs in it, but it's not that much.
Yeah, not enough for a meal.
So on-the-go snacks, if you have a MyFit Foods in your area, those are awesome. Those are perfectly planned meals.
real good.
When it comes to having a balanced meal, they're great. An on-the-go snack would be great. It's like if you can bring some celery with you in like a little like freezy pack, that's great. You're just gonna make sure you have some kind of protein source. If you can't get anything, just get a lean shake. A lean shake is at GNC. They are meal replacement shakes. They taste very good. They have like 20 grams of protein in them, all the vitamins and nutrients you need to count as a whole meal, 9 grams of dietary fiber that actually expand in your stomach so you feel full after you drink it. It counts as a meal, so whether you're cutting or just trying to not skip a meal, which is very bad for you, never skip a meal, that's a great alternative for snacking on the go. And they don't have to be refrigerated either, so that's great. The worst thing to do is to skip a meal.
Yeah.
A lot of people think 3 meals a day is good. Most people don't even get 3 meals a day. They have to skip breakfast or skip lunch for work. That's horrible for you.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to skip breakfast every day.
That's so bad for you. If anything, you have 5 or 6 smaller meals
instead
throughout
of
the
3
day.
large ones.
Yeah, like every 3 hours have a meal rather than 3 large ones.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not even getting 3 large ones, your body's going catabolic, which means going into starvation mode. So it starts
when you feel like, yeah, I'm hungry, my stomach's empty, my stomach's growling. That's when you're going catabolic.
Yeah, and when you go catabolic, your body starts to eat its fat.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of good, like, oh, I'm eating my fat, but
not if you don't have any fat on.
Well, or if you do have fat, you start eating your fat, and your body's like, oh man, I'm starving, I'm eating fat. So by the time I do get food, I'm gonna take that food, I'm gonna store it as extra fat. Because if I starve today, who's to say I'm not gonna starve tomorrow? So I'm gonna put a little extra in the tank for later, because this is probably gonna happen tomorrow. Because your body knows your eating habits, and so that's a survival mechanism. But in turn, it makes you store fat. So when you miss meals, you store the fat from the meal you do eat next, which is like a double whammy. Because one, you're hungry, so you're gonna eat more than you should, and then since you're being catabolic, you're gonna store extra fat. So it's a double whammy. So you're gonna eat more and you're gonna store it as fat. So it just makes you add all that extra fat.
Yeah.
That's it for this video. We just want to touch on the quick snacks.
Yeah.
Just try to have something. Like even if it's bad food, just try to have something, because you don't want to keep your body. It slows down your metabolism when you don't eat often enough, and that makes you store even more fat. Just put something in your body every 3 hours, and that will really increase your metabolism. Just to keep yourself lean and
lean and keeping all your gains.
Yeah, not putting on fat and stuff like that.
All right, that's it for this one.
Hope we answered your question. I mean, it's kind of there's so many different variables for snacks, just depending on how busy you are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The lean shake's the one I would probably go with.
Yeah, and the whole problem with us is we can talk about this shit all day.
Yeah,
and we don't want to make these videos too damn long. We're already going past 8 minutes, so we try to keep these as short as possible. But we also want to try and get y'all with as much information as possible without making the videos too long. So yeah. All right.
Till next time.
Till next time. Keep making them gains.